Welcome to Everyday Enlightenment. I'm your host, Patty Teal, and I'm coming to you today from gorgeous Sedona Mago Retreat, 190 amazing acres surrounded by red rocks near Sedona, Arizona. My guest today is Chen Shim. Chen Shim is the regional coordinator for Sedona Mago Retreat and the manager of the Tao Healing Center in Chandler, Arizona. Chen Shim has been offering spiritual guidance to groups and individuals alike for over 2 decades. She's a master healer, a teacher, and a holistic life consultant. She's dedicated her life to showing others how to connect and heal their physical, spiritual, and energy bodies. Recently, she began leading a retreat called Begin Again to guide people through the grieving process. It's Chen Shim's hope that after experiencing this retreat, your human journey will be infinitely enhanced as it touches everything and everyone around you, from the hearts of your loved ones to the planet we call home. Welcome, Chen Shim.
Hi, Patty.
I wanted to talk about Begin Again first, and what inspired you to start this retreat?
Yeah, I have been holding retreats at the beautiful Sedona Mago Retreat, and then I have seen so many people coming there with grief. So for many years, I have thought, how can I help them? So finally, this year, I found the time, and then I designed the Begin Again to help the hearts with the grief and broken heart. Because we all experience grief and the broken heart. If we can handle it, and then everybody can. So I just want to share. So for your happiness.
That is so important, isn't it? Because none of us go through life unscathed by grief. There's just, it's part of life.
Yeah.
How does the retreat help?
So, whatever we go through in our life, we all experience the losses. The parents and family members and spouse, or sometimes a career and health. Whatever we go through, it leaves a hole in our heart as grief and pain. So we can just sit there with the regret or longing for a long time and waste our time. So that's the choice. But we can turn it around and then begin to live our life. So when you have experienced the broken heart, it's hard to imagine how to move forward with optimism and hope. It feels like, we are in the center of the despair, and it's hard to find the exit. But as time goes by, we can go anywhere. That's our choice. So there is a way within. So we call this a Tao. Tao is a way. And we are all are born with the chakras and inner energy, healing energy. So let's begin again. Help you move forward toward the healing. If I could do it, you can do it. And if we could, me and people here have experienced the healing, and then we started our new life. So you can find your way with the hope, with the perspective of your soul's eye, and then you found the energy and expansive heart. So just make your mind just one step, and then you're gonna find your way. And then this Sedona Mago Retreat will be the birthplace of your new life.
Well, that's beautifully said. I know when you're in the middle of grieving, it doesn't feel like a choice, but I know the description of this retreat on the Sedona Mago Retreat website says the soul cannot be unhappy in the human sense of the term. Can you explain that a little bit further?
Yeah, the meditation, either sitting or standing or lying, this meditation is all looking the inside. So when you look at inside, we have layers. And when we keep going toward the inside, there is a hope. So in the middle of our being, it's hard to describe with the words. So we all need the experience. There is a core. So when we feel hurt or lost, who feels the loss? It's not our core. So experience your core, please. When I feel hurt, when I feel lost. So that's still our layers. But with all these scars, the core of our being, whether we are here or not, that's the complete. So when you find your complete, the core, the hope is there. And then you begin to heal yourself physically, emotionally, and then you get clarity spiritually. There is a journey.
Does it matter whether you've had a recent loss or it happened years and years ago? Who is this retreat for?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. This begin again is focusing on the scar within. But the scar cannot touch our core. That's why it's very hopeful. So whether you have experienced the grief recently or no, whether your heartache is new or old, it doesn't matter. As long as you want to heal yourself, as long as you have a willpower, as long as you don't give up yourself, there is a way, and then Tao can help.
Some people may be familiar with Tao and other people may not. And I know I've heard so often that it isn't so much a definition as an experience. But if someone is new to even the concept or philosophy of Tao, how would you explain it?
Tao is just a way. I also have experienced the loss of my father. He was my first teacher. So when he passed away 20 years ago, it's a loss. And then it's like, I lost the whole world. But something inside me was talking to me. That was my soul. So I found the hope within. If I have the voice, you must have it. So that's the way. Tao is just a way within in everyone. It's a hopeful way. It's just a common word. It's just a way of hope.
Now, I know you also run the Chandler Healing Center. Can you tell a little bit about what that center is like, who can come to it, what kind of classes you have?
Yes, the Donna Mago Retreat opened a small local center to share the Tao healing and philosophy. So I am in charge of the nonprofit Tao Healing Center. Here we are helping the local seniors and juniors and veterans. So we offer free classes, or we are partnered with the foster children. We also have a membership here for others and to support ourselves. We offer here detox yoga, meridian stretching, or chakra vibration to recover our sensitivity. So it's all about the healing three bodies: physical, energetical, and spiritual clarity. It's a healing place. I hope you can visit us.
And Chandler, for those who don't know, is in the Phoenix area. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's a southern area of the Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you talk about regaining your sensitivity, is it something that happens in this day and age that people get so wrapped up in the hustle bustle and the stimulation that they lose touch with themselves? Is that common?
In modern society, it's very common. In ancient society, it didn't happen. But as our life is getting busier, our focus moved out, and then we lost ourselves. So it's very common right now. And then we forgot how to feed ourselves. We think now, if I feed myself, if I just sleep 6 to 8 hours, my body should be okay. And then we move all energy up here. We just keep thinking, figuring out the life. But in human body, we are born with all 7 chakras, bottom to top. Each chakra has their own value. And then 7 chakras value is totally same. So but then why don't we use all of them? Why do we have all 7 chakras? Why should we stay only here? Why not here? So when we don't use this whole thing, we feel like a broken. And then we can't function healthy. So Tao Center is a teaching the value of all chakras, and then develop the power of chakra again and show you how you can use it, integrate this in your daily life, and manage your stress, and move forward with hope. If we can do, then you can do it.
How are your yoga classes a little bit different from the hatha classes that people sometimes think of when they think of yoga?
Yeah, I also have experienced the hatha yoga and other yogas. Originally, yoga is inside out, means the internally opening up first. So for that purpose, we use stretching or movement, breathing, and tapping. So in Tao Center, we keep asking, feeling yourself. All focus is on yourself. Instructors are helping you become yourself. So when you feel yourself first physically, and then you feel energy flow. You can feel tingling, you can feel sensation and warmth, and that your health is coming back. Life is the warmth, like a spring and summer. So when we are about to die, everything becomes cold. The energy is not there. So first, we take energy back, and it is called the meridian stretching and tapping and chakra vibration. So that's our main. We use stretching and everything else to recover our energy. We restore the healing potential again.
Yeah, that's what I like so much about the approach, the Tao approach, and your approach at the center, is you teach people how to access that energy so that they are really able to do it themselves.
Yeah, it's all about the self-healing. We
Mhm.
don't want our members just to come here forever, but we really want to see them grow as the creator of their life. It's all about the self-healing, physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
That's beautiful. Can you tell a little bit about how your program, I know that the foster children have come to Sedona Mago Retreat, how this teaching has in particular helped these children?
So, this is a healing center. So we practice healing. So the purpose of healing is helping others from our heart. So since the beginning, I was looking for group. We want to help everybody, but we need first a group. So I shared with many other groups, but this foster children group came to Tao, and then immediately the group found the value here, so we became partner. So in Arizona, there are 20,000 foster children. And then our focus now is the children between 14 and 17 years old. So we offer them how to find their true value, regardless of their old scars. Their scars are just so hard. We also teach how to manage their stress in their daily life. So we invite them to Sedona Mago Retreat, and then we raise money for them, Ska Foundation and Tao Center. And after the retreat, we continue to follow at the Tao Healing Center or Sedona Mago Retreat. So when we get the fund enough, we can offer more. So Ska Foundation is the nonprofit for foster children. Their plan is a 4-year-old course. And then Tao program is their educational program. So we really wish, if you want, you can be a part of this and healing this society and offer the healing life of foster children, because the pain is really huge for them. But they are still young. They can turn everything around, pain to healing, because they are the future of our society.
Yeah, what a beautiful goal to help them turn things around, because some of them have not had a very easy start in life, that's for sure.
Yeah, we started this retreat for them about 7 months ago. Before then we planned about 1 year. And then in the 7 months, everybody can see the huge change, transformation in children. So we see the hope in them.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Chun-Shim, for sharing about the Scott Foundation, the foster kids, and for all that you do, and for telling us about Begin Again. I hope that anyone who is grieving, that needs a little help to feel better, will be in touch and will come to Sedona Maga Retreat to your Begin Again retreat. Thank you so much for sharing today.
Thank you, Patty. I hope looking forward to seeing you soon.
Me too, Chunshim. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.